Character counts everywhere, all the time. Whether life's easy or an uphill climb, we will shine when we walk that line. Character counts everywhere, all the time.
Are you new to a school that uses character counts as a framework for intentionally and explicitly teaching character? And now, there's an expectation that you'll integrate character counts into your daily schedule. Character counts is more than a character development curriculum. It's a fully implemented, comprehensive initiative that creates a values-based school climate in a manner that enhances academic achievement, social and emotional growth, and ethical and moral development. Character education is first and foremost the responsibility of the home. But it's most effective when the home and school work together. See, character is not inherited nor forever determined by a student's environment. We have to intentionally teach character. This is not something to add to your plate. I want you to think about character is the plate. You see, you're already a character educator. It's in the way you talk. It's in the way you handle situations in a classroom. It's in the values that you model. It's in your behavior, the conduct that you tolerate or accept, the actions you encourage, and the expectations you share. See, research studies have shown that character education does work in bringing about a change in school culture and improving student behavior. Our effective character counts initiatives see a decline in disciplinary referrals, suspensions, expulsions, dropout rates, and improvement in attendance, report card grades, standardized test scores. See, there's a profound connection between developing good character and achieving academically. Well, with character counts, there's two overarching themes. The first is beliefs. See, our basic beliefs and convictions are called values. And our values are motivated and reflected in the attributes that comprise our character. It's done for moral good or the skills that will drive our actions. The second is behaviors. See, the behaviors is a reflection of our deeply held beliefs. It's put into action, in other words. It's determined by the choices that we make. It affects our emotional responses and our ability to do the right thing. So with character counts, there's a few defining elements I want to just kind of introduce you to. One, it's the values, the 6 pillars of character: trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, citizenship. It's a common language that describes and teaches character will substantially increase the effectiveness of your character building initiative. It exposes children and young people to consistent and pervasive messages. It has to be repetitive. The message about the meaning and importance of those core values should be frequent and conspicuously repeated throughout a common language. It has to be pervasive. It has to pervade all aspects of your school and all direct contacts with kids. So the values, the 6 pillars, that's the first aspect of character counts. The second is the process. How do you do this? How do you put this into practice? I want you to kind of reflect upon an acronym TEAM. Teach, enforce, advocate, and model. We must directly teach it. So you must try to figure out how it integrates within your existing curriculum or with a standalone lesson. E is to enforce it with both positive and negative consequences for students' behavior. Enforcement. My guess is most of your classroom rules that you have are based upon the pillars of character. See, they're outcomes of desired behaviors. A is we advocate. We don't take a neutral position. We advocate for these certain core values of being vitally important to have a successful classroom. And M, as adults, we must model. We realize that our actions will speak far louder than our words. The third key element to think about is decision making. Helping kids make good choices. Because you see, it's not enough to decide to say we're going to try to change values. We have to change the choices that kids make as reflected in their values. Let me give you an example. I'm going to share a video clip with you that see in this video clip where you kind of reflect upon what values are present. And then secondly, what choices had to be made by the person that's in the clip. And whether the consequences of the choices were good or bad. And what happens when we make good choices that leads to positive behavior. Watch what happens in terms of the climate.
Where's Tommy? thought he was with you.
No.
Jack.
Tommy?
Go get him.
Don't stop. Keep playing. Here we go. Here's the fun part.
Did you do this?
Great job.
Encouragement. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Did you see that? You saw values. You saw choices that had to be made by the concert pianist. You could think of all the potential consequences of his choices that he could have made rather than the one that he did while sitting down next to the boy. And you can see when a good choice is made that's reflected in behavior, the result is a positive climate. So think about that in terms of your own classroom and situation. When your students make good choice by putting into practice these desired pillars of character, their behavior reflects positive behavior. And the climate in your classroom is positive. Let me move to the second aspect, what I said. Not only professional development, but also resources. There's a number of ways that I want you to think about how you can be able to integrate into what it is that you do. We build classrooms of character, first of all, by building relationships with students and modeling character. Relationships between students and passionate teachers is the foundation of a successful class. Secondly, we create awareness of the pillars. We use the positive beliefs and desired behaviors in everyday activities within our class. We use standalone lessons, and you have Way to Go as an excellent example for grades 3 and above. Or Character Daily, www.characterdaily.com, provides you a daily lesson on the 6 pillars. We intentionally teach academics and character at the same time. Number 4, practice character-based discipline in managing your class by helping your students make good choices. And 5, provide school-wide opportunities to integrate character counts that promotes a positive climate. It's true that the main reason that you decided to be a teacher was to teach academic subjects, math, history, science, and so on. But these are not the only things that a student needs to learn if they want to become successful in school and the real world. Think of it this way. Character counts gives them the necessary tools that they'll be using more often than those that they learn from other subjects, and it's essential for creating an engaging and supportive school culture, a place where teachers want to teach and students are able to learn.